Hello friends, welcome to my channel Language and Life Skills. I am Matthew Attikanil. Today's topic is going to be a very interesting one. It is about Don Bosco, the Wonder Saint. His name is well known among the youth. For them it is a mesmerizing name, a name of wonder. He was a simple priest who lived in the city of Turin in Italy. His life is like a thriller. There is never a dull moment in his life. And what I tell you will bear out my words. Let us see some of the miracles and wonders in his life. He faced a similar situation similar to ours, that of the coronavirus. In the year 1854, in the town of Turin, the city of Turin, there was a big plague. And hundreds of people were affected. Many were dead from the disease. There was no proper cure for it. So when somebody contracted this cholera, their family would leave them alone. They would be uncared for. They would be lying on the street and would be even left unburied. Well, Don Bosco, out of his kindness, organized the boys in his boarding and sent them out to minister to these people who are dying and dead, to bury them and to succor them. And he promised them they would not be affected by cholera. The protocol he gave them was very simple, not like today's protocol. What is the first one? Keep away from sin, live in the grace of God, go to Mass. Secondly, wear the medal of Mother Mary and be devoted to her. And he assured them none of them would be struck by this disease. And that's what happened. They helped dozens and dozens of people, and none of them were affected by cholera. Another wonderful event from his life is about boys in prison. The juvenile prison of Turin, there were many youngsters imprisoned there for various kinds of crimes. He used to visit them, counsel them, and advise them. And one day, out of love for them, he wanted to take them out for a picnic, a day's picnic, by himself. And he asked permission from the authorities. They were very reluctant to give it, and then they said, okay, we'll send you with a police escort. And he said, no police. I don't want any police. I will manage myself. And it goes boys out for a day, and evening brought them all back. Not a single boy was missing. They could have run away, but he trusted them. The next event in his life that took place in the church while he was saying Mass, there was a huge crowd come for Holy Mass, and at communion, there was a long line for communion. But there was not enough consecrated bread to give to them. So the organizers were very much in confusion what to do. But a miracle happened. As he was giving out the Holy Communion or the blessed bread, it kept on multiplying in the ciborium. And there was enough consecrated bread for everyone. It was a great miracle. He could also tell his boys, when they would die, some of them who had an early death, he was able to predict the date of their death. He knew it, of course, he did not reveal to them, but he advised them early so that they would be well prepared for their death. And he spent many hours on confession, especially hearing confessions of young people. Someday when these youngsters came, they forgot their sins, and they were worried. Don Bosco took it calmly and easily, and he told them, I will help you. And he was able to tell them their sins. Did you do this? You did this? You did that? Yes, Father, I have done that. He was able to read their consciences and tell them their sins. And they were relieved. They were very happy after making a confession to him. He often went out to bless sick people, to give them the last sacraments of Viaticum. but sometimes he would be attacked by his enemies, criminals and underworld elements. So God protected him through a mysterious, miraculous dog called Grisio. This was an unusual dog. It would wait for him outside his institution. When he went out, it would accompany him, and that deterred from criminals and others from attacking him. It was a ferocious dog. And when he came back, it would disappear. Maybe it was an angel, we don't know. It would not take any food. And it would be seen only when Don Bosco had to go out. Now he looked after very poor boys, and he had plenty of expenses. He had no money of his own. He depended only on benefactors. Someday he could not pay his bills. It happened that the baker was coming to him again and again for payment. He was not able to pay. Finally, the baker told him, I cannot supply you bread anymore from tomorrow. After the baker left, a man came there and he said, my master has sent you. My master has sent me to you, and here there is an envelope for you. He opened the envelope and he found inside the exact amount needed to pay the baker's bill. Such was the intervention of divine providence in his life. He was able also to do great works, undertake great constructions, etc., with no money in his pocket. If you go to Turin today, there is a great big church called the Basilica of Mary Help of Christus. It was built by Don Bosco. When he started that great construction, he had just a handful of lire in his pocket. With that, he started the construction. But all the expenses were met by donations. He had also the gift of bilocation, that he could be in two places at the same time. Once when he was visiting Rome for official purposes, he was away from the city of Turin. He was seen in the city of Turin by two boys from the boarding. And they had gone out of the school without permission, and they were enjoying themselves in the swimming pool. Suddenly, they got a slap from Don Bosco. And they went back. So, this Don Bosco was in Rome, was also found in Turin. He was making an educative intervention there. Also, he could foretell events about people. Among his boys, there were very devout and pious boys, and some of them became bishops and cardinals. He was able to say early on in their life, so and so will become a bishop. And his successor, Michael Ruva, was known to Don Bosco when this boy was a very small boy. In fact, the first time he met Michael Ruva, a small boy, he was already able to tell him in a mysterious way that he would be his successor. Well, friends, these and many other marvels, miracles, and wonderful events are seen in the life of Don Bosco. He never did any miracle for his own glory. It was always for the benefit of his poor boys or people suffering from sickness or other ailments. This is why Don Bosco is a very great saint. He is known as the father and teacher of youth. Saint who understood best the needs of the youth and started congregations, the Salesian congregation, the Don Bosco fathers and the Salesian sisters, to look after poor and needy youth. If you like this presentation, please subscribe. Bye till next time. Bye.